Welcome everybody, I'm the YouTuber here, and we are getting set and getting ready for game number 2 of this Madden NFL tournament. First one on the NFC side. We've done one on the AFC side, but now we're doing one on the NFC side. Let me explain to you if you haven't already understood. And the tournament is going to go like this, and I'm going to pull up a bracket here in just a moment to show you how this one is going to work. As we pull up the bracket, this game is between the Dallas Cowboys and San Francisco 49ers while we wait on the bracket to pull up. Let me do this. Here we go. Let's do this one here. Okay. As we pull up our created one, let me do this. Bear with me here, let me go create the bracket and I will be right back. So we will do this. I'll be right back. Let me take care of this, or I can do this while I'm here. So let me create the bracket. Let me do this. Boom. Let me see here. Let me name it. Damn, stupid thing. Madden NFL. Oops. I'm about to smash this up here. We're not. Alright, 20 tournament. Not how you spell tournament. Okay. Delineation. Let's see here. We got to. We need more than 4 participants. There we go. There's 32, I think 32, 32? I think there's 32 teams. Hold on, let me add a tab here. I hopefully everybody's patient with me on this. Oops. Oops. There are 32. Okay. Just making sure. 20. 32, I said. 32, yeah, 32. There. There we go, we got it all set up. Let me bookmark this. Okay, yeah. Alright. Oh, here's how you add students' names. Okay. Okay, so we had, let's see here, we had Pittsburgh, oops, I think it's 2 T's. And Pittsburgh is spelled with 2 T's. List of NFL teams. See if it's spelled with dang it. Okay, here we go. Here we are. See if I spelled it right. Oh, it's two T's, okay. I'm just gonna use their first name, or for the city or state name. They took on, oh, it's 1332, so. Theme 32 is Indianapolis. Oops, that is not what I wanted to do. Indiana. Hold on, I'm spelling Indiana wrong. I-N-D. Let's see here. I-A. N Indiana Annapolis. See here. All list. Alright. I will create the rest later, but I just gotta do hopefully, thank you for all for being patient with me on this. Where's 2? Oh, we're gonna have to mix the NFC and ASC. Best I can. Okay, so let's see here. The bracket's gonna be all mixed in, so that's okay. Yeah, there's a loser bracket. Okay. I will put in the rest of the teams later. I don't know how you... see what this one looks like. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I like that. I like that look. Okay, yeah. How do we... Volume settings. Take that off. Show scores, show check marks, threshold setting. Show scores full. And yes. Theme. Let's see here. Yes, we'll do it. Oh. Oh, where is it? Oh. Okay, I see the deal. Oops. That is not what I do. And the list. Oh, bear with me here. Those scores, yeah. Check. Yeah, I will work with that some later. Let me get this game started. I'll see how we can get the teams to advance on and get to the stadium. I do apologize for that. Oops. Yeah, so we're gonna play from Wembley. Well, that's late enough. Let me figure this out here, man. Save.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. With that, we head across the Atlantic to London. Standing by with the call, and maybe a little jet-lagged, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
I will get the record created after this game is over so that we don't have any wasting.
It's the team of the 80s versus versus the team of the 90s, the Niners, the Cowboys. They're underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll push his way through. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, the 135th pick of the draft back in 2016 from Mississippi State. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, dang it.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still second down.
Okay, just making sure.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Okay.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael.
All right, 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think,
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. He probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
God dang it, play a game.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. Okay.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
I'll create that bracket later.
Play action area. Here's Prescott.
Oh, incomplete.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
I do apologize for all the
came out of
delay.
Stanford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who's an absolute flash at the safety position.
Ah, shit. No, that's not what I wanted to do, you stupid computer. No. Okay, there we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
So, Indianapolis is starting to lose his bracket. We'll get that in a moment. We'll look at the bracket.
So from inside 9 territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Winner goes to winner's bracket, loser goes to loser's bracket.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ain't down but alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like,
oh, that's fast to win.
And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300
there we go. I was having to talk over top of them
well, sometimes our
because it was loud on my end.
Don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Still first down.
I'll figure it out bracket later.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I need to create one. I'll just do a single elimination tournament. So Indianapolis, Pittsburgh is out of it. It'll be a single elimination tournament. I was going to do a double elimination, but I'm going to do a single elimination tournament and do a bracket on.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I have no crystal ball here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Instead of 32 teams, it's 16 down to. It's trying to turn it down to 16 teams. So.
Pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
I print this off. That's what I'll do. I'll print.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I was hitting the button.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the
snapping
defense
the ball,
and try to figure out which play to run.
There,
just lost
buddy.
track and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Prescott down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And how about this this first drive, they're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Prescott from the gun. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Yeah. I was trying to do the third. I was going to do all 32 teams, but now I'm doing 16-team tournament. It won't take as long. And sorry, I was multitasking here. I was trying to get the breath and said I'll try and, you know, just want to tournament and stuff, so it's going to be a, I'm revising what I said earlier, so if you, to correct what I said in the first game, instead of a double elimination tournament, I'm going to make it a single elimination tournament, so Pittsburgh is out, Indianapolis is in, see who moves on from this game.
They'll try again with Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up. No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it? They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott.
I'll trade bracket later. We do know Indianapolis is one of the teams moving on.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, you know, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game? They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense. And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
I think that's me supposed to Steelers. I have to look. I'll do this later, so I can concentrate on this game.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal.
They've been one of all the teams have been one of the tournament.
Jimmy Garoppolo ready to lead the San Francisco 49ers, and in the Super Bowl, not his best performance, 219 yards, a touchdown, but 2 interceptions. What was your assessment of Jimmy G, Charles? I thought it was a little uneven. I thought there were stretches that were terrific after the first interception, which was horrific because he's getting hit in the pocket. I don't know where he's throwing it. If he thinks he's grounding it, you got to throw it into the 8th row. Make sure no one touches it. Bottom line, though, is he has an incredible ability to put bad plays behind him. And at one point, after the interception he threw, he was 12 of his next 13 throwing the football. And that's when he looked his best. But down the stretch, when the pressure was on, had to throw the football. His offensive line struggled a little bit, and he wasn't quite the same down the stretch. But I think he'll be back. I think he's got a chance to be an upper echelon, top-quality quarterback. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line. One play has has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alright, sorry, I was named
Play
Bradford.
fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo.
I've been multitasking here.
Into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And now the defense for Dallas.
Robert Quinn gets to the quarterback as well as any defensive end in the league. A lot of it goes back to his high school wrestling background. He understands leverage and hands as well as anyone.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra
I
defensive
will
back.
get that crap.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Uh-oh. Snap.
And he's going to have it on
snap.
the 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some
10 minutes
space,
per
kind of
quarter.
body people
Still will be
away
the
and
quarter
catch the
win.
football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Into the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Check. Watch what he's doing. Watch the screen. Cut.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Garoppolo taking a shot for Sanders.
Incomplete.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the
Let's see if we
49er
can get a field goal here.
This from 54 yards away.
And he missed it.
That one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
This Cowboys will win the winner of the team we've already played, which was Indianapolis. So the Cowboys, either Cowboys or 49ers against Indianapolis. So Indianapolis Colts await the winner of this game.
Dallas takes over possession. It was a tough year in Big D. This was a team with Super Bowl aspirations in training camp. Got off to the 3-0 start. Got Zeke signed and in the fold, but then the wheels started to come off from that 3-0 record. 5-8 the rest of the way for an 8-8 finish. Not enough to win a down NFC East, and also not enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job. So now Mike McCarthy enters the fold.
And when you look back at this roster, and as you said, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, this is not a team that was overhyped, as is often the case with the Dallas Cowboys. That was a legitimate deal in my estimation, and that roster was good enough to contend for a Super Bowl. Just never really got going with consistency. Couldn't beat the better teams that they played, and as you noted, finished 8-8. Mike McCarthy takes over a very good roster, a young quarterback in Dak Prescott. So it's the second act for Mike McCarthy. He has something he feels like he needs to prove after the way it ended in Green Bay. And this Dallas team has a lot that they need to improve on and a lot to show the rest of the world that this team really should be in the Super Bowl and soon.
By the way, since they did not win the NFC East, that's now 15 straight seasons that the NFC East has not had a repeat champion.
Can you say volatile division?
Absolutely. And the tackle there by Quan.
Asking me is who was on the I wonder who was on the sideline for Dallas. Oops. And still Jason Garrett. Okay, so it's still Jason Garrett. Okay.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
I had a snap it just to avoid another delay game penalty.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Time to revisit what we thought of San Francisco in the Super Bowl here, Charles, as they come back out on offense. They were looking to draw even with the Steelers and the Pats with 6 Super Bowl titles, but that's going to have to wait at least another year. Now, are you still bullish on this team moving forward?
I absolutely am. And I know it goes against the grain a little bit because typically the team that loses the Super Bowl, it's not just the Super Bowl winner that has a hangover. Super Bowl loser has a struggle the next year as well. I think this team is built to come back and compete for another Super Bowl title. Offensive line,
I was downloading the game that I wanted to download on my
I think that the
PC.
running game will continue to get better. Don't be surprised if they actually draft a runner to try and supplement things. They'll increase the receiving core. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo will continue to improve at quarterback. And on the defensive side, they feel like they have a lot to prove because of the way the game ended for them. They didn't shut them down. I think this is a team that will be on a mission in 2020.
And I'm not putting this all on Kyle Shanahan, but just for him, how crushing
Both games started out with a slow, small score, and then they worked their way up. This one's been a small score for a while now.
All year long about those 2 games now. Leads, not doing certain things that we expected to do, i.e. running the football down the stretch. They'll have all offseason to digest that. But one thing about Kyle Shanahan, very confident in himself. I think he handles these things well, and he'll use it as fuel
You're
as
gonna
well,
see
too.
me play a new game. It's called Hangaroo. That'll be on this channel. It's like Hangman, but with a kangaroo instead of a stick figure person. A cartoon, cartoon kangaroo.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The man is Kendrick Bourne. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays
Now
off
we
to
gotta
the
hold him
2
to a field goal or give him
For an offense that
Sam
has not found the end
to
zone
get
yet.
him on a field goal
That's a
right
big play.
here.
There's the spark right
Sam,
there. The big play that
Sam,
they needed.
yeah.
Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he will lose yardage here at the
He's
31-yard
losing
line.
yards.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo.
Oh my goodness, he was hit.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Garoppolo now. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Darn it.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
On second down.
Oh, nice stop.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
All right, we'll see what Dallas can do if they can answer back with touchdown of their own.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
All right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Here, who's out there as far as receivers
Things up a little bit to try and get this
are
offense
concerned.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied.
Man.
That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They're the Super Bowl runner-up. The 49ers are.
Now Prescott. And that is
Incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30.
And that was caught by Witten. Jason Witten is no longer with the Dallas Cowboys, and he's not retired either.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
He's going to be a Raider, so I didn't want one to see Jason Witten retire with a different team.
Puts a little air under it. That play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is caught at the end. And brought down, but not before they get it 10 to the 7. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw again. Prescott to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
2-minute warning.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Second down and goal.
Incomplete.
Prescott, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott on 3rd and goal. He's going to find Gallup here complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
All right, that's good.
Put this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be
It's kind of weird to see Dan Bailey in the uniform.
Format now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Timeout. 49ers.
Get a good head of steam going.
Here we go.
Dallas can score in a hurry.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got the connection here aboard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone.
Will be the
So you
end of
have to have discipline in order to
first half should be
and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is
good.
Right down the middle as he puts it through. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you gotta expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
With a couple of yards shy of what.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies.
Okay, that was my face mask penalty.
With some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle for an
Hang around, let's see what happens. Dallas can still win
So
this.
from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, control of Dallas.
The tight end, Kittle, has it on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg.
He's young. They ain't touching.
He's got him. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Going with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So the drive there took 6
So we'll see what Dallas can do now.
And the end result for the
I haven't been saying
49ers,
much
a
of
touchdown.
concentrating now on the game, even though I was multitasking earlier. And getting the graphics, trying to get the graphics
This is
set
fielded
up.
at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
Yeah,
Put your shoulder
Tom,
against the boulder
Cooper,
and start
and
pushing.
Gallup,
And try and get
and
back to where you
Whitten,
were to start the
and
half.
Elliott
On second down,
as a target player.
completes it to Jason Witten. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the first down at the 38.
First down and 10 for the Cowboys.
The Cowboys have a first down. First down throw for Prescott.
Oh, it was the way it was in point.
Almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Oh, he got position on it.
Oh my goodness, he caught it.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Jarwin's in there. I don't know who Fleming is. He's a tight end.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Yeah, knocked down the referee on the sideline.
Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Here we go.
They will run again with Coleman.
Oh, dear.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And he's going to get a
Yeah, it took him a while to go down. They finally went down.
And right at a yard.
Here we go.
On 2nd down.
Oh, dear.
It's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
3rd quarter, and you've got
Well,
the lead. You're not ready to go
they'll
into that 4-minute
has
offense to
chance to
close the
come
game
back,
out.
but
Running game can really benefit
it's
your team right now.
their chance to
Trying
dwindle.
to run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah,
Across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise.
No, see what happens. Cowboys need any more turnovers.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So
They're
you really
draining
give
clock,
yourself
they're
an
still in the 4th
advantage.
quarter.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
You need touchdowns, and you need touchdowns in a hurry.
Offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
So we'll see what happens here. As you do have
through the interception and finish off the drive.
time to come back.
You know what? A good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the throw right sideline here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
Hopefully everybody's enjoying it, and hopefully
because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to say, hopefully everybody's having a good day and enjoying this broadcast. That's what I was trying to say.
They play fake down.
Didn't come out right.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
50
Alright, well, that's a good job on the punt.
Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way
Cowboys
back
are
out. He's had a good
still haven't had a
performance,
touchdown
moving the ball
yet.
effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way to
No
the
gain
end zone
on that
and not
play.
just trying to do it for a second time. And of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Coleman now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Looking to throw.
Oh, jeez.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Line of scrimmage.
Chance for a 3 and out there. This will be into the third quarter. 1 quarter left to play. We'll see if Dallas can make a comeback in the fourth quarter. It'll be a 1 quarter comeback if they can. Even though Dallas had to lead first, 3-0.
This is the NFL and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Like 20.
Don't want to see Dallas losing. You want to see them take on the Colts next round and have good game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Teams.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building
the Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champions, are coming to this.
Plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off.
They're playing the Denver Broncos.
It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Here's Austin. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
And we'll see what happens. Cowboys need a touchdown.
And with this deficit,
Field goals aren't going to get
too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
He's just a cheerleader on the sideline. Basically, is what you're telling them.
It wasn't his fault.
I mean, he's part of the team, but he's not part of the equation at this point. Except for coming to kick extra points.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Yeah, all 3 timeouts by the way as well. I'm just saying.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
Actually, don't pass interference. Because he had it, and then he dropped it.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Niners
it would deflect it off of Cobb to Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper couldn't even bring it in.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Just like that. Just like that.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
And it is no good. So we'll see what happens with Dallas now.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it
down
over
at 18.
Didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We're down 18.
D Ford able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Getting control down, so I'm down 18.
Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out.
Oh, man. I don't think this Prescott's saying it to me.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I forced it in there.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack
Now
on
they'll
an
take on,
interception here.
it looks like the 49ers take on the Colts.
Further and further out of hand.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one, despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak.
And the 49ers, in real life, they are the defending NFC East champion and the Super Bowl runner-up.
7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The AFC champion and the defending Super Bowl champions, the Tennessee Chiefs will take on the...
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Denver Broncos in round 1.
4 yards the pickup, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
There's Coleman, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They would have had to have a return for a touchdown. They would have had to have a pick 6. They would have had to pick 6 to have any shot. Any shot at it.
And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they caught him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Cowboys have been denied a touchdown this entire game.
Big play here will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott.
Oh, incomplete.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
The Dallas is going to lose and be eliminated.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but
we'll see what happens
other guys
in
make
this
a play
tournament.
against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On third down, here's Coleman. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
And that's the ball game.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.
Well, that'll do it from our second game in the Madden NFL tournament in London. So one final time, 49ers 24, Cowboys 6. We'll have some more games in this Madden NFL tournament from the stadiums in the game in London. So until then, until tomorrow, for the Broncos and the Chiefs, this has been the YouTuber sign off. Until next time, have a great evening. We'll see you all tomorrow.